made it. We finally got to Chit after quite a few delays. It was about an hour longer than we hoped, but anyway, we're here now. It seemed quite busy parking up, but then the parking that we was directed to, there was a sign up saying that the centre was 100 metres this way, so that's where we're off now. I don't know if we're going to hire a boat or have no clue. This place is commonly, affectionately known as the Venice of Holland because of the vast number of canals. Let's take a little walk. Although it's a late lunch, I'm not sure how late it is actually.
It's 10 to 1.
10 to 1. Oh, it's not too late then. Gorgeous day. As you can see, this boat's passing by. Pretty little house. Lots of like chocolate box thatched cottages. Beautiful. Observations. I'm glad we've come during lockdown because I think in the height of summer, in the tourist season, I reckon you're shoulder to shoulder with people because it's full of narrow little pathways and walkways and bridges, and yeah, not so much social distancing going on. At one point I actually put my mask on because it was getting way too busy. We've decided not to hire a boat, only for the fact that we have a boat at home which we can go on at any time, and just now it seems to be flowing, but we witnessed like a really bad boat traffic jam, if that makes sense. I thought if you hire one for an hour and you're sat in a traffic jam for half an hour, you know, there's no fun in that. So it's very pretty though, it's beautiful to walk around. I'm going to have some lunch. I've ordered mussels, Lawrence has ordered like a sloppy joe, hot dog sloppy joe kind of thing. Then after we've done, just carry on walking, just slowly stroll around. It seems a bit more relaxed than yesterday's excursion, but that's okay. We've had our fill of Chit. As I said earlier, I do recommend it if you want to sail. Apart from that, I wouldn't bother. I reckon without restrictions, it's crowded because even now I didn't feel safe, to be honest with you. I felt safe as in crime, but you know, just the social distancing, it was way too busy for my liking. But and obviously because we do sail, you know, it was very sort of commercial for us. But anyway, I think it'd be worth the trip if you're in the area. So we've took hold on, let this truck go by. So we've took a sort of dog leg home, and we're still in Friesland, but we've taken a quick pit stop at a place called Kamer, which is also like a fishing / harbour town. Claire actually recommended this, and it's not really on the way home, but you know, we've sort of, as I said, we just did a bit of a dog leg, and it looks lovely. So we've just took some free parking. We were really jammy with the parking. We've got like 2 hours free parking right in the harbour, gonna have a little walk around, probably get a drink and then head home. So let's take a peek. Found a coffee spot, so we sat right on the edge of the harbour or canal. But is this a harbour?
Yes, inner harbour.
It's an inner harbour, that's exactly what it is, an inner harbour. And I'm gonna have some apple pie and cream because I need some sugar and I've got a headache. I think we've had a bit too much sun the last few days. Anyway, it's really pretty here. So thanks Claire if you're watching, thanks for the tip. Exhausted. I definitely need an early night tonight. I'm just quickly making some tuna mayonnaise sandwiches for myself. Okay, so what happened, if you saw the last clip, sorry, somebody's DIYing at 8:30 at night, you'll have seen footage of a beach, a beautiful beach. So we were still in Lemmer, but what happened was when we stopped for coffee, Lawrence posted a photo of the two of us on his Facebook, and lo and behold, Claire's husband Stuart commented, was we still there. Claire and Stuart have a yacht, and with their daughter Nia, they basically holiday on it, and they sail pretty much all over the Netherlands, and they're on holiday the same as we are. So if you recall, I did say that it was Claire who suggested that we have a day trip to Lemmer because of how lovely it was. So she recommended it, and we went, and lo and behold, they were sailing there. So we met them at the beach bar restaurant, which was really, really nice, and quite well organised. So we had a couple of drinks with them, and I would have loved to have stayed for dinner, but Lawrence has got hockey practice, and they have like a booking system, because obviously everybody wants to train, you know, because there's no hockey matches going on, and he'd already pre-booked his slot for training, so and he loves hockey, so he didn't want to miss it. So we just had drinks with them, and then we set off back. I mean, it's a fair old drive that. It was like, I don't know, like an hour and 40 minutes, I think. But yeah, it was really fun to see them. So yeah, and they were actually telling us they were caught in a really bad storm the other night. Oh, it sounded quite scary. I mean, fortunately, their boat is quite big, and Stuart said it's like it weighs 6 tons. It's a big one. It's a big girl. And so the chances of it capsizing are pretty slim. But Claire said, yeah, it was quite hairy out on the lake. They managed to get to safety, thank goodness. That's the thing here. We were actually laughing years and years ago. We were on like a girls' dinner, quite a big group of us, at our lake, you know, where we sail our boat. And it was beautiful summer's evening. And, you know, we were all dressed in like sleeveless tops and gorgeous. And we were sat out on the terrace, we'd ordered food. And then all of a sudden, just seemed to get really still. And then you could see like this black cloud. You could almost see it rolling across the lake. And then all of a sudden, the waiters came out. It just all hell broke loose. And this storm with like full-on fork lightning just came from nowhere. I mean, there was boats just being thrown around. And we all sort of got bundled into the restaurant. And geez, it was that bad, the rain. You couldn't even see your hand in front of your face. It just came from nowhere. So Claire was actually there that night. So we were laughing at it. She said, no, it was worse than that night. So, ooh, wouldn't have liked to be out on a boat in that. Anyway, I finished making my sandwiches. Actually still quite full from that mussel pot I had. I was a little picky. Shame. Lawrence was there. You can't stand them and the smell, but I think they're delicious. And they were done so nicely. They're actually farmed from the Aalsmeer. So they're grown in sweet water. So they're not gritty. They're not like salty. They're really, I don't know, they just have such a unique taste. Very nice. Anyway, I'm going to eat this. The boys just sorted themselves. William spent the day at the open air pool, which is actually the canal, with his friend. He has like, we get him an annual pass for that, so he can just come and go as he pleases. Joshua has been out all day on the lake in a friend's boat. We don't know who or where, and we basically said to the boys, they didn't want to come with us today, fend for yourself. There's food in the house and they had money, so, you know, they're old enough to take care of themselves now. Tomorrow, the plan. So far, we're planning to drive to Texel. So in the far north of Holland, there are a group of islands. I can't remember how many. I think maybe 5. I don't know the names of all of them. These Texel, Terschelling, Ameland, and I forget the others. We have been to Ameland once, many years ago. Alison and Andy used to have a caravan on there and we went camping there one weekend. It was amazing. Texel is the closest one. So we're planning on driving to Texel. We take the car on the ferry, and there's gorgeous beaches there, and it's just, you know, very beautiful, like a fishing island. So William said he wants to go. Joshua did say he would come with us a couple of days ago. I don't know if he will come or not, but anyway, that's the plan tomorrow. So of course, whatever we do, I will take you with me. I hope you're enjoying seeing little slice of Holland. I feel like I'm working for the Dutch Tourist Board, but I think it's so nice for people to see things other than Amsterdam, because most visitors, you know, they all flock to Amsterdam, which rightly so, because Amsterdam's, you know, a stunning city. But people are always surprised at just how nice the rest of the country is, and especially the coast. The coast here is like really nice. Okay, I'm starting to waffle. I need to get some caffeine in me and some food, and then I'm gonna veg out on the sofa. We've got two episodes of Anne with an E left, so I hope that's not the end of it, because it said season 3 2019, so I hope there's another season coming, because we're really enjoying it. And can you believe, you know, I've been harping on about watching this. Elise, unbeknownst, she hadn't caught up with the vlog, so she didn't know I've been telling everyone to watch it. She'd actually crocheted a little Anne of Green Gables doll. She posted it on her Instagram. And I was like, oh my god, that's so weird. I've just been telling everybody, watch Anne with an E. It's loosely based on Anne of Green Gables. And Trish, who's also my Instagram friend and she watches, she also said, oh, that's really funny. Dawn's been telling everyone to watch this and you post Little cute amigurumi dolly of Anne of Green Gables. Super cute. Okay, now I'm really waffling. I need to eat. Driven to the furthest place north on the island, a place called Coxdorp, which basically translates as like Cockerel Village, I think. And we just stopped at a restaurant because it's lunchtime here now. William's very hungry. But this is our view. We're actually on a terrace, and there's a bit of a drop down. But you can see the beaches here are absolutely stunning. You know, they have like these beautiful white sands. Granted, the sea's not the best. It's a bit cold, but it's not busy here at all. So we're just going to order some sort of kind of snacky food because the restaurant's not open for a full restaurant. It just said it's like fries and stuff, so that's fine. William's happy with that. And then William's bought his skimboard. So after we've ate, we're going to go down onto the beachfront. I think we're here till about 3 hours, and you've already seen the clip of the red lighthouse. So I've got the Dutch word in my head. If you're interested, it's actually called a vuurtoren, a fire tower. So there's no direct translation as a lighthouse. It's a fire tower. Yeah, so we're going to eat, and then after we've had our fill of the beach, we're going to go and drive to a village, have a little wander around, and then yeah, we'll head home this evening. I did try to get like a couple of nights stay here, but there was nothing to be had. So that's a pity. But it's nice to come and visit, scout the place out, and then it's definitely on our places to come back to. Can you believe we're walking through this tiny little village and these 2 wool shops? Bought some nice wool because coincidentally I had planned to do some dyeing this weekend. So I've got some nice Texel wool. If it turns out well, I might put a few in my Etsy shop, we'll see. So we've just ordered a couple of little snacks. I'm going to have a beer. Lawrence is having a coffee and William's having a cold drink. Oh, and he's having a Coke and a coffee, Lawrence. good decision to come here today. Lawrence heard on the news that they've closed a load of the beaches around the mainland for overcrowding. So tomorrow we've got some errands to run in the morning, and then we've already decided we were just going to go out on the boat, and then this weekend's going to be really, really hot, like 38 degrees, so I think we'll just sort of avoid, you know, busy areas. And as I said, we've got the boat, William's got a swimming pass, Joshua's stayed out on his friend's island last night. I think he's going to do that again. So we've got plenty of nice outdoorsy stuff, and don't forget we've got our pool. So when I get home I'll show you the wool that we bought. Gosh, it's scorching already. I hope you can hear me. I've got the air conditioning on, only on low, but my gosh, it's like an oven in here. But we're expecting in the Netherlands, but I think across the UK and the sort of part of Europe, it's also going to be hot. But over the next, so today's going to be hot, like high 20s, and then over the weekend they're expecting 38 degrees. And then it'll start going down a little bit, like Monday, Tuesday, it'll be like 33. And then it'll cool off at the weekend at like 25. Glad we did all our day tripping this week, because when it gets too hot like that, yeah, I just don't want to go anywhere. I get really, really bad, terrible water retention, and I just swell up, you know, my joints are sore. So we'll see. Today we've got a day of errands, so I'm just on the way to the market to pick up some wool so I can finish my cold midwife blanket, and that's all I need to do today. On the way back from Texel yesterday, we swung by the supermarket, so we've got essentials like bread and milk, and then yeah, Lawrence has got some running around. He needs to return something to the shops, and I think we might go out on the boat this afternoon, and at some point I need to stock up, because I think this weekend we'll just barbecue. It's the easiest thing, although it's a bit hot to be sitting in front of a fire cooking meat, but anyway, that's Lawrence's job, not mine. But yeah, I think that's what we'll do. No sign of Joshua. He stayed on his friend's island for the second night in a run, but you know, it's fine. Considering we've had this horrible COVID situation, I think both the boys have had a good summer, so I'm happy for that. Really enjoyed Texel yesterday. Next Thursday we're going to back to that end of Holland again. We're going to a place called Lelystad. I've mentioned this before. Lawrence has got his flying lesson. Exciting, and he's going to have great weather for it, so that's good. Perfect timing. Yeah, anyway, I hope I'm not boring you with all my day tripping videos. But I sort of preserved the memories for obviously myself, but also our family as well. They like to see what we're up to living in the Netherlands. What's this lady doing? Just taking up the whole road now. Last night when we got home, the house was baking. Oh my gosh, it was really hot. Joshua had been home in the day and he'd seen to Jack and Daxter, so it had an airing, but yeah, it just had the sun on it all day. It was so hot. Jack was thrilled to see us. As you can imagine, we didn't take him with, because Jack's a bit of a nightmare, you know, when we take him out in public. So he's really friendly, but he's very hyperactive. And if we go, like, so if we were walking through like the streets of where we were yesterday and it was busy, he gets very anxious. And if one of us goes into a shop and the other stands outside, he just stands there sort of like, rah, 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 like, don't, my back is broken. You know, he really gets stressed about it. So we tend not to take him. And normally in Holland, you can't take the dogs on beaches unless it's a designated dog beach. during the daytime, so we didn't think we'd be able to take him with us. Anyway, it was all about reconnaissance. We loved the island. We'll definitely go back. Hopefully we can stay on there for a bit longer and get to go again. And there was dogs on the beach that week was there, so that was great. So yeah, Jack was, so anyway, so the house was roasting hot, and as Joshua was staying away, Lawrence brought his air conditioning down to our bedroom, and I mean, it was a bit noisy, but you know, it was fine. I sleep with earplugs in anyway most of the time. But we slept quite well, and then we got up this morning, and I popped to the loo, and I opened our bedroom door, and the heat just hit me. So I was like, my gosh, that air conditioning unit really did its trick. So I'm happy William's got it. I think Joshua will be home tonight, so we'll have to put that back in his room. But I might have a word with Lawrence when I get back and suggest that we just buy one for our room, because we're going to have a whole week now of it being really, really hot. And for a good night's sleep, I think it might be money worth spending. I mean, downstairs the ground floor's hot, but that's okay. We can, you know, we open everything up, and then we just go in the garden. You know, we've got an umbrella, like a parasol out there, and the pool. You know, my gosh, that pool's got its. We've had our money's worth out of that pool, haven't we? But I'll tell you what, over the weekend, that's going to be a very, very welcome addition to our garden, I can tell you. Okay, I'm almost at the market now, so I'm going to stop waffling. Whew, this house is really, really hotting up now. Yesterday, when I was in Texel, I treated myself to some wool. Let's see. I got one of them. Oh, okay. Oh, here it is. So, bought a few skeins of this. This is like a 2-ply DK. The 100 grams each. I bought a few, but I'm just going to do 2 today. So this is grown and spun on Texel. Very nice. It's actually, for sheep's wool, it's actually really soft. Then I treated myself to, this was quite expensive. Also, so this is also wool from Texel, but this is actually their own breed. So I think these are just from the Texel sheep that grow there, born there. But this is actually like a rare breed sheep with a little black nose. So this one was a bit more pricey, and this is actually a mix. Hold on. This is sock wool. It's oh, hold on. So it's from the, it tells you, this is the neighbourhood it's from, De Hemmer, or De Hamer, not sure how I pronounce that. So this sheep is from there, you can see, and this is a mix. This is wool and 25% polyamide, which is probably like a nylon, I imagine. Yeah, it's definitely not as soft as this. You can feel it's wool. You can smell the sheep's wool. So again, 100 gram ball, and then I'm going to have a go at if you saw the yarn that I dyed previously, those like really bright tutti frutti colours. This is from this. This is just a wool, merino and nylon mix that I bought off the internet, which is also very beautiful. So I have dyed this and used this myself. So I thought I'm gonna do a mixture of just in the microwave dyeing and solar dyeing. And basically solar dyeing is you just sprinkle your dye, whatever colours you want, on your wool, and then you stick it out in the hot sun. And you just leave it all there, leave it out there all day, and let the sun, the heat, the rays from the sun set the dye. So that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, I haven't decided what colours, but firstly I need to soak all this for an hour. You can soak them in water and white vinegar, but I actually have something to show you, which is ammonium sulfite, which is also like a fixer. So I'm just going to put everything in a pan, give it a good soak, put a little bit of that in there and just let it sit for an hour. And whilst that's happening, the company that I bought the acid dyes from emailed me a booklet with all the different colour combinations, so I've got to do a sort of bit of a mixology, so I need to decide what to do. This one, the sock wool from Texel, I think I'm going to dye that for myself, just because it was quite expensive. And you can order online. I'll put links below if anybody's interested. So I'm going to think about what that one is for myself. And then I'm not really a big fan of DK, but I think this will make like amazing hats or mittens or cowls, you know, for the winter. So I might, I don't know, I'm tempted to go sort of like autumnal colours for this. And I've still got a few skeins of this left, so I might go for the nice vibrant ones. We'll see. I don't know. I have to have a think. I'm pastels. I don't know. I'm waffling now. I'm gonna have a think. But anyway, that's what I'm doing today. I'm dyeing yarn, and if any of them turn out amazing, I might put them in my Etsy shop. But watch out. I'll probably do an update on the podcast for that, because that's for the crafty ones. Don't think I'm going to do a podcast this week, only because I haven't really done much, because we've been out every day, so I haven't really done a lot of crafting stuff, and also with it being 38 degrees, the craft workshop is going to be like an oven, so I think I'll hold off for another week or two on the podcast front. If you do follow me on Instagram, I post quite regularly on there. The link is below in the description box, and if you want to see what I get up to, I'll post it there. But as I said, I haven't done much apart from travelling, which has been amazing. Okay, right, start soaking these. Just check the pool. Lawrence put chlorine in it this morning. It's looking really good, and already it's nice and warm, so I'm super happy with that. You can hear the pump is running. What I did notice this morning was there was planes going over, so it's like, oh no, it's beginning again. But it's been quiet after that, so hopefully they've changed the direction of taking off and landing. We'll see. Okay, time to sulk my wool. Gosh, it's so hot here. So I need to set some footage now. So that's the yarn I've been dyeing. So the two merino nylon mix, they're the more like pale pastel colours, and then the sort of the plum rusty colour, that's the double knit from Texel, and then the greeny turquoisey blue, that's the sock yarn, also from Texel. I don't know, I've sort of let them bake in the sun. It's called solar dyeing. I don't know how well they've taken to the dye. I'm just going to take the I'm just going to leave like the cover off them for an hour, just to let them bake a bit more, because it's so very hot. The plummy rusty colour, I'm really liking the colour of that. I think that's 2 skeins, so I bought 5 of that, so I'll see how that one goes. Greeny blue one, I'm not that sure about. I might be tempted to over dye that a little bit. We'll see. Anyway, I think at this point I'm going to wrap up the vlog, because I've already noticed there's a lot of footage of the last few days, so I've got to edit it all tonight. It's so hot. I won't do it tomorrow because Linda and Ronald are coming for a barbecue. We've already been in the pool today and it was so nice, so trust me, I'm gonna be so happy with that pool tomorrow, because it's 38 degrees. I think I mentioned this already, but I'll mention it again. No podcast this week because it's going to be way too hot in the workshop. So I'll leave that for now. And anyway, when I do film the next podcast, I'll show you properly the yarn there. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post some pics no doubt then. Okay, hope you've all had a great week, and some of you have had snow and some of you have had tropical heat waves. So I hope whatever weather you're having, you're coping, and have a good week ahead, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.